Forget Reverend Wright. Now the new pastor of Senator Barack Obama's church is creating a firestorm after equating the media coverage of the Wright-Obama controversy to a public lynching.
They searched out the young ministers, showed up unannounced at their houses, tried to talk with their families, called up their friends, wanted to get a quote on how do you feel about the lynching.
Could this hurt Obama's campaign even further? Republican strategist Andrea Tantara says yeah, but Democratic strategist Sarah Flowers disagrees. So, Sarah, you don't see this having any effect?
No, I think this is a distraction. I think if you look at the poll numbers past the top lines, you watch people take a pause, consider this.
Will they, Andrea?
Well, look. Right now, they're looking at the candidates and they're trying to see who's going to make a good president. At the end of the day, you can talk about issues that all you want, but the issue is judgment. And if you look, this calls in question Barack Obama's judgment. And if your judgment is in question, how are you going to be able to handle these other issues? And how is he going to defend this pastor's latest comments? Is he going to say he's like a crazy old cousin? I mean, as long as you're a member of a church, I believe, that propagates racial resentment, you cannot claim that you want to move past race and talk about the real issues. You just can't.
Sarah, does this keep coming back to whether it's a past, present, future pastor, association with this church in the eyes of the general public, fairly or not, is that it's nutty?
I don't think it's any more responsible or right to hold Barack Obama responsible for what his preacher may have said than it is to hold me as a Catholic responsible for what some priests may have done. The only real representative of what's in Barack Obama's heart is Barack Obama, and we should look at his track record, and we should look at his votes, and we should look at what he says
Sarah,
about himself.
If you're a pastor as a Catholic, back to an issue of character, right? I mean, and whether you buy someone who argues that the government deliberately planted the HIV virus in blacks. I mean, that gets to more than, oh, I slightly disagree with my priest, to my priest is a nut. Right?
I think there are a fair amount of Catholics who would feel the same way about priests who molested children but still remain members of the church. And I think Barack Obama had a very honest and open conversation with the American people about why his family belongs to that
very
church.
Good point. You think that this whole crisis is behind us, and Andrew, you don't. Why?
Absolutely not. Look, this is a Democratic primary.
His poll numbers are up again.
Well, yes, but look at even a Fox News poll shows that 1/3 of voters say that this does cast question about his character. It absolutely
does. He's made an 8-point difference in a week, so maybe there's something what she says.
But during the Wright scandal, his numbers dropped 18% with independents. That's the key issue. Look, Democrats could vote with Democrats, Republicans can vote with Republicans. At the end of the day, independent voters, this will be an issue.
Okay, ladies, this left out, by the way, parishioners who just fall asleep in Mass. All right, well, by the way, that is a Plains window we're going to be looking